Dating is exactly like running a business. And if you are on the dating scene right now, and it doesn't matter how hard you're trying, you seem to be attracting really leads into your life, you're dating crappy people, and nothing seems to be working, then you and me need to have a conversation. You see, the other day I was at dinner and I was having a conversation with this woman who just got out of a 10-year relationship. And she was telling me that she's on this dating scene, she keeps trying to find people, and she asked me, she's like, where are all the good men at? Like I freaking knew. And I asked her the question, I said, well, tell me about how you're dating. Where are you finding dates? How are you finding people? Where are you finding these leads? And she said to me, she's like, well, you know, I've been going out partying every single weekend. I've been going out dancing every single weekend, and I'm finding lots of crappy guys out there. And I said, well, that's your problem right there. You see, business and dating are the exact same thing. If you're getting shitty leads in your business, then you need to change your marketing. So if you're on the dating scene right now and you're trying to find the one, you're trying to find love or whatever it might be for you, and you can't actually get the one you want, or you find like everywhere you look, you're not getting the right leads, then you need to change your marketing. So what do I mean by this? How are you actually showing up? How are you showing up as a person? What's the mask you're wearing? Are you wearing a mask? Are you wearing no mask? Are you showing up authentically as you? Or are you out there just hoeing it up, trying to be the fuckboy, trying to be a player and be someone else to try and impress different people? If that's the energy you're putting out, it doesn't surprise me at all as to why you may be having trouble dating. You see, if you're out there and you're marketing yourself as this super single person, not taking life seriously, you're not talking about why you're doing things, you're not talking about what it is you're trying to do in this world, create as an entrepreneur or whatever you might be, then you're also going to attract similar people on the exact same vibration. You see, this woman asked me, she's like, well, what sort of advice would you give me? I say, dating and relationships is an energetic game. It's the same as business. You can't just have strategy alone. You need to have some type of vibrational mix. You gotta have some sort of energetic mix into the equation. And exactly what it is you're putting out is gonna be pretty damn close to what it is you bring back to you. And that's why getting into a relationship is probably one of the best things you can do for personal development as well, because it's gonna show you all the things that you still need to work on within yourself. So if you're out there dating and you're attracting people who aren't taking shit seriously, they're inauthentic, they don't have integrity, they're being flaky, then they're all parts of you that are showing up as a projection. So you get to look at these people and go, well, where am I being inauthentic? Where am I not having integrity? Where am I being flaky? Most importantly, to myself. You will meet someone who reflects who you are inside. You'll meet someone to the degree that you've met yourself. So if you are in a pretty crappy relationship with yourself, then you'll also find someone who's also in a crappy relationship with themselves, and you'll become codependent on each other to try and make each other full, versus trying to just completely be in a relationship with yourself, meet yourself to the deepest parts of you in which you can, and you'll probably find someone who's also done enough work as well, and you'll find each other, instead of being codependent, you'll be the extra on top, like the cherry on top, instead of the thing you actually need to make it work. So if you want to improve your marketing in the dating scene, I've got 3 tips for you guys on what you can actually start doing today. Let's get into it. Number 1 is you've got to make your product better. If you've got a really shit product, it's going to be pretty hard to market that. Or if you've got a really shitty low quality product that's priced really low, you'll also attract low quality people. I've never seen a wealthy person, I've never seen an incredible person go and shop at the 99-cent store. It just doesn't happen. But you'll always see high quality people, high net worth individuals go and shop at high-end shopping centers. They're at the Louis Vuitton, they're at the Tiffany & Co, they're doing all these types of things. So my question is to you, how can you improve your offer? How can you improve your product that you have within? So the thing you need to do is to really work within yourself. You've got to raise your own self-worth, raise your own standards of the things that you'll actually demand from other people. Because here's the thing, if you're betraying yourself, if you're overstepping your own boundaries, if you're not true to your own word and honoring what you want as a person, then you'll also attract someone who doesn't do it themselves, and therefore they won't do it for you as well. So the first thing that needs to happen is you've got to actually date you. You've got to be in a relationship with you. So if you're just getting out of a breakup right now, and you're on the dating scene and you're attracting all these crappy people, it's probably because you haven't completely married you yet and you haven't fallen in love with you. It's that old chestnut story, you can't love someone else until you love yourself first. And it's 100% true. One of the best things my mentor ever said to me when I got out of my last relationship, he said, Morgan, don't sleep with anybody for 3 months. And I was like, the fuck are you talking about? And he was right. I didn't do it for 3 months. And what it taught me was every single time I was wanting to go and sleep with someone, wanting to date someone, wanting to talk to someone, I noticed that the reason I was doing it was because I was trying to escape the feeling of being with myself, and I wanted external validation, someone to fill that void, someone to tell me that I was great, someone to give me that attention. And what it taught me was, how can I actually give it to myself first? So the best thing you can probably do is give yourself some space. Take yourself off the dating scene for a second and make yourself the mission to actually date yourself. Take yourself on actual dates. Get really deep within yourself and be like, what are the things you actually love? What do you value? What's your life about? What's your mission about? What's your purpose about? Fall in love with yourself and start taking yourself seriously, your life seriously, and start honoring your word, your truth. Do the things you said you were gonna do and stick to your commitment.
What's up, Dream Nation? Have you ever wondered how far ahead your life would have already been if you had got access to this type of content at a younger age? Look, this is why I need your help. I'm trying to build the #1 personal development platform out there to teach you guys the tips, tricks, and attitude of what it takes to live your dream life, and to bring the type of education that we all wish we had in school. This show only grows by word of mouth and new subscribers, so it would mean the world to me if you could smash that subscribe button right now, leave us a 5-star written review, or drop a comment below and share this episode with a friend. I would be forever grateful. All right, now let's get back into this episode.
Number 2 is find your ideal client. So who is your ideal date? And I'm not talking about making a list and be like, who's tall, who's this, she's this, whatever. We're not talking about that shit. What I want you guys to do is actually discover what are their values. What do you value in a relationship? You see, we've got so many values in our life. We've got what you value in a career, what you value in your life, what you value in a relationship, and so many other things. So for this context here, I want you to actually write down what is most important to you in a relationship. You see, I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine a little while ago, and she was thinking about leaving her partner. Well, he's not doing this, he's lazy, he just likes to watch TV, blah, 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 blah. I said, well, what do you want to do? She's like, oh, I want to go on adventures. I said, that's fantastic, because you value fun and adventures. He probably doesn't value fun and adventures. But I asked her, I said, what do you value in a relationship? And she says, well, I value honesty, I value connection, I value trust, I value safety. I said, great, do you get all these things from this guy? She says, yes. I said, that's why you're in a relationship with him. So stop trying to change him to be the person that you are, because he's the perfect person for you, because you value the same things in a relationship. So get clear on what you value in a relationship. If you want to attract someone who's also values growth, independence, freedom, entrepreneurship, start hanging around people that also value those things, and you'll start to have a common bond straight away, instead of trying to meet a shitty person at a freaking bar on a Friday night at 2 a.m., scraping a barrel, and then trying to convince them that they should get into personal growth. It just doesn't work. Go and meet the people that value the same things as you, also inside of a relationship. It's going to help you determine the right person when they may or may not come along. And the third one is you've got to act in alignment with that product and those values. Imagine if you just signed up at a gym and you started working with this incredible coach, and he was telling you all the best dieting techniques, the best training techniques, and then next minute you saw him out getting absolutely drunk, snorting cocaine, eating all the worst food, and just going on a freaking 6-week binge. Would you or would you not lose a little bit of trust and a little bit of credibility in that person? Of course you would. Regardless of the results they got, you would see an inauthentic. You would see someone who's out of integrity. You would see someone who doesn't actually walk the walk. And that's what so many people do. They're out there trying to be like, oh, but I want this person. I want to attract this person, the Prince Charming, the this or whatever. But then they're not actually showing up as that person as well. You want to attract someone who's doing the work. You want to attract someone who's conscious, woke, or is also wanting to better their life, but you're not doing it yourself, then you're never going to attract that. So you've got to start actually acting in alignment with the product you're putting out and the values. So if you're like, well, I value someone with integrity, but you can't keep to your own word, if you commit after watching this episode and you're like, done, I'm not going to sleep with someone for 3 months. But then 1 week later, you give in to the temptation and you go and sleep with a stranger in a bar, then you've just shown that you don't have the integrity to keep to your own word. You don't have the integrity to stay disciplined. So chances are you're not going to attract someone like that as well. What you're going to attract is people very similar to you. They're a little flaky, they're a little bit out of integrity, and can't keep to their word. So the most important thing is to do is get super clear on what your product is, get super clear on your ideal client and the values that they have, the things you value in a relationship, and then start acting in alignment with those things, and you're going to be on a way better path to actually attracting someone much better. And you know what might even happen? You may even do all this stuff and have a bit of a revelation yourself and go, you know what? I actually don't even need someone because I'm so full and happy and completed within myself, which is the goal. And then when you meet the right person, they come along as the cherry on top and you do life together instead of depending on each other to actually complete each other. It's not right. So take these 3 things, put them into action, and start building your business the right way so you attract the right clients and start actually building the business you freaking want. So guys, if you got value from this episode, share this with a friend, like, subscribe, do all those sorts of things so we can get this message out to more people. I'm on a mission to teach you guys the skill set and the mindset you should have learned in school so you can go out there and create your dream life. So if you loved it, do all those things, share it. I really appreciate you guys. Until the next episode, go out there and dream out loud.